Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 4 of season 11 of The Walking Dead. Last week's episode saw Negan and Maggie get kind of separated from the group after the attack with the Reapers. We saw a little bit of what's going on with Gabriel. We didn't see anything with Daryl as we followed up with it. The episode opens just with the Reapers just like laying into their team, and it's brutal. A couple people get taken out right in the beginning, and some just critically wounded that we don't really catch up with until later. But throughout the whole journey, Alden gets injured and has to be left behind because he's just slowing down the group and the mission. So who knows how that's going to turn out when Maggie and Negan finally get back. They do stumble upon Duncan and Agatha along the way. Duncan unfortunately passes due to his wounds that he suffered from the Reapers. Didn't get enough of that guy, man. I thought he was really cool. I was really looking forward to seeing more of him. But yeah. This show, man, it's got a little bit of a reputation for certain things, and they're staying true to that for some reason. But anyway, moving forward, Agatha also doesn't make it through the journey. She gets overwhelmed by walkers. So it's a bit, of a war of attrition at this point. Still no word where Daryl is. A little bit more of Gabriel just kind of going down this darker path that we've been seeing him go down for episodes now over the last season and a half. It's kind of feels like as he kind of takes out his frustrations on one of the Reapers that gets left behind. But the interesting bit of this is now with the group scattered and everything the way it is, it's left with just Negan and Maggie being paired up together. So I'm really excited to see more of that, because it's just seeing like this entire group, this large group, get whittled down to the two that have the most tension between them. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to see how that goes. This episode, though, I imagine we'll be taking a break from them and that journey and kind of figuring out where everybody else is at this point. So I feel like that's probably where we're going to go with this, especially considering the synopsis of the episode. But maybe we'll touch base with some of the other players for now. But yeah, guys, we're about to dive into this episode, and remember, the full-length unedited reaction watch along is available over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it just helps support the channel. And if you want to see the full-length uncut reaction to the entire episode, that's how you can do that. But let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Here we go. All right, we're picking up back from that ambush again, so I guess we'll see what happened to Daryl during this whole event. Good dog. Dog better be okay, but it's not looking like it. I imagine one of these Reapers is going to be, what was her name, Leah, the dog's former owner, the woman from the cabin. Is that her name? I think so. I could be wrong. Okay. Dog is still there. Yep.
You alone?
See anybody with me?
I saw you out on the road with the others. You one of them?
Crossed a small group on the road. Look, I don't know who you're fighting, but I am not part of it. We're going. Come on.
Great. Oh, well, this is fun.
I ain't one of them. Bullshit.
I need you to cooperate.
I told you everything.
You told us nothing.
I traded with them. They gave me some food. I hauled some gear. I knew them less than a week. Go ahead, kill me if you want. I got nothing else to say.
This is fun.
Daryl.
Shit.
Is that you? Just because we shared a bag of grain does not make me give a shit about you. Understand? Whatever beef you have with these people, I want no part of it.
I got it, yeah. Yeah, I was right about you. Should have let you starve.
Playing along. Good man. But that also puts way more stress on that guy. So that guy's a champ for playing along with that.
I've never lied to you. Never, Leah. I'm not gonna start now.
Except he kind of is.
I'd help you if I could. You know I would.
Mm.
Just let me, dog. Let me go. You'll never see me again.
Yeah, I can't recognize who that is, so.
God, he's here. He's angry. I'm angry. Do you feel that? Go make them feel our wrath.
Well, alrighty then.
You didn't tell me you were a merc.
What does it matter? It's the same damn job.
There's a woman. She's the leader. They were speaking in code because I was an outsider. There's a tall, skinny guy. Never shuts up. And a priest who carries a shotgun.
That's their leadership.
Yeah. But they have the numbers. Who's gonna go meet 36 of their fighters? That's way more than the 15 you got here.
Oh, you've been doing your work down here, huh?
When do I meet him? This Pope.
Soon.
They knew those people were in there at least, so he just kind of pointed out the ranks. So I don't know if that's too big of a betrayal. But it's all to an end, so we'll see where this whole thing pans out.
He's a lot like us. Pain doesn't scare him. Death doesn't scare him. Come on, you see it.
I just see a guy who wants to get in your pants. Fine. I believe in you. More than the others. You think we can trust him?
Yeah.
No.
Good. Now let me see for myself.
Pope is on his way.
Anything you won't tell me about this guy before I meet him?
Just follow my lead. Hey!
Is that gasoline? Are they gonna light him up? Oh. Yeah, they didn't buy her shit at all. Or maybe that's just these three acting on their own. But I feel like it's gotta be the Pope, too. Was that what they're calling him? The guy in charge, whatever his name was. Or is this a test?
Forged by fire. Ordained by God.
What'd they say?
We all met in the Valley of Death. That's what we call it, anyway. And we saw God everywhere. He was in the blood and the horror and death. Didn't have much else to hold on to in those days but him. Did all the ugly, dirty work nobody else wanted to do. The real dirty work started after the fall. Found this little church at the edge of town, and we holed up there as everything, and I mean, everything burned around us. We were the chosen ones. God chose you tonight. I mean, you came out of that fire alive and whole.
That was a good monologue. Good storyteller, this guy.
Something's been bothering me. Your wounds are on your back.
Hope.
It takes divine strength. Face your fear head on. Risk everything for someone else. How far he would go just to keep you safe. Today, God baptized you in that fire. God doesn't only use fire as his baptism, it's also his wrath.
Oh.
We are the chosen ones. We run into the battle. We run into the fire.
There you go. You just lost another family member to your own family. That was some craziness right there. That was nuts. Oh, that was I've said this before. I really like focused episodes, like when we settle on a location and a premise and a group and just kind of really commit to that story. So about that, I really liked that in this, getting to an inside look at the Reaper community, seeing as built out of these mercenaries. That all kind of knew each other before the fall, it seems like. And then if you pass any of their tests, you can kind of incorporate into their unit. Now, Daryl is one of those characters that I feel like he can always dip and weave into any group. We've seen him, interact with so many groups up until this point and play this chameleon role, because it's really easy for anybody to believe that he is this loner. Like, he's been this character quite a lot, and it's really easy for people to buy into that. And we know that a lot of the things that he's saying or has said to them that has won them over is hidden. There's some lies and deceit hidden between the truths that he's given. So he's got as always, he's got his game plan. He's got his poker face, and I think he's going to go in there and we'll see how this whole thing plays out. So, yeah, I knew the whole Leah thing had to have been set up for a wraparound. I imagine she would be in this group at some, like, once we finally kind of laid into it. And yeah, ended up being the case. So Dog's still alive. Dog's still hanging around, which is also good. Didn't see Dog at all after we were brought into the camp, though. But I mean, story didn't really call for it, though. I feel like Daryl would have liked to have seen him up until this point. But, you know, when they just kind of grabbed him up and chucked him down that hill, I was like, oh no. Again, like I said, there's something in the trailer. Again, I can't really remember it that had me worried about Dog's well-being this season. So I'm always like on edge anytime something happens in and around Dog. So yeah, I like this episode. The fact that he called out the leadership in the main group, not too surprising. It's not really information that is going to really hurt them at all, except kind of target them more than any of the other people that were following them. So it just puts a bigger target on them, even though the target's already there. And we'll see. I don't think it's like a big loss of words to it. But the guy that was in there with him that knew and recognized Daryl has some resolve, man. For him to go through all this stuff, because he seemed to have been there before Daryl showed up. So he's been getting this punishment for a while now. And just for him to play along with Daryl's game definitely kind of goes to show the respect that Daryl has within the group. And the fact that this guy still has not sold Daryl out, despite the whoopings he's gotten so far. So, like, he definitely earns himself some cookies, assuming he doesn't get killed while he's in here. So I'm curious about that whole thing. Learning the dude playing like the leader of this whole like camp. He's got an air to him, man. He's got this drawl, this hypnotism that comes in with his words, man. He's really great with the monologue, and he rocks that mustache, man. He does, man. Yeah, I'm curious to see where they go. Of course, you always have, with every group, you got to have the douchebags, and we got them in here. We got their mouths shut up real quick for now, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, all in all, pretty solid episode. Curious to see where this goes. And is this Meridian, like where they are right now, or is this like another camp? I don't know, because it doesn't look all that grand from what we saw. Of course, there's some warehouses. There's sections of it we haven't really seen. I don't think we've really seen exactly how expansive the camp is. But we'll see. The test that Daryl went through was a lot of fun. Not surprising. Though I wonder if Leah knew that was coming, and that checking the door was part of the plan, or if she just is surprised. I think it was a test for both of them in that way. Like, I was like, all right, you're vouching for him, so if he fails this test, it's literally on you, because then you die along with him. So I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think she expected to be in that situation when she was vouching for Daryl, or to be part of his test or initiation. It was all right episode. It was all right. Pretty interesting here and there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Guys, what did you think of this episode? Sound in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. As always, if you want to see the full-length reaction to the entire episode, that's on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, get you access to it as well. Want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Share, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, and Yori Kurskov. Thank you guys so much as always. If you want to talk about the show, anything else we cover here on the channel, come join our Discord or follow me on all my socials. Links to all that is in the description of this video. And I'll see you guys next week with the next episode of The Walking Dead. Take care, everybody.